Oh my goodness. It's happening. It's all happening. And I'm happy to finally be live. I haven't done it in such a long time. Um, Let me tell you what's going on with me. Let's see. I have not uploaded a video. I have let everyone down. um, I don't know. I have been on a bunch of different stuff, and right now I'm on a commercial. And the reason why I'm doing this live stream is because I wanted to talk about my hours that I'm working on now. Like, I am on a commercial, and let me tell you, commercial hours are okay. Either they can be really really bad, or they can be really really good. And I just happen to be on a project that's really 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 good. I've basically been doing 8, maybe 9 hour days, and I can't believe it. I get to go home. It's still light out. That in the wintertime is utterly amazing. I I still can't believe that I get home when it's still daylight out, first of all. Because that in itself is usually I'm working on projects that are like I leave, it's dark out. I get home, it's still dark out. I never see the sun. So this project is really, really cool. I'm on it for the next 2 weeks, and I think that'll end my year because then I'm going on break for a couple weeks. And then when I hit January, the new year, I have no idea what I'm working on, and I love that. There could be this proof of concept thing I'm working on, but the fact that I don't know what I'm working on, I kind of like that. I don't want to stack up the work already in 2022. I'm trying to give myself a break. Thankfully, I guess I've set myself up to have that type of luxury in my life. Uh, yeah. So the hours, I think I mean, I have been very, very lucky with projects where there's been caps. I haven't worked like a 18-hour day or a 17-hour day, and I think probably a good year about. So I think the hours for me are a godsend. I've been extremely lucky. Some people are still working like 17, 18, 19-hour days, and that's crazy. So right now, I'm working on a beach body project. So like they're coming out with something new. It's really, really cool. It was a last minute thing that I'm doing, and I I feel like it's a little too easy. It's a little bit too easy, and or maybe I've just worked on nightmare type stuff. So, um, yeah, so that's what's happening with me. I haven't added a video in a long time, only because I feel like I've been in that. I I have had enough time off. Like I've had weekends off. I just got off a movie in Connecticut, and that finally wrapped. But I was doing that every week, and I was home. Like my weekends were not Saturday and Sunday; they were Tuesday and Wednesday. And right, Tuesday and Wednesday. No, Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday were our days off. So it was kind of weird because what we were doing was since we were shooting in high school, we had to shoot in the high school on the weekends when the kids were off. So that's why I was working random like hours and random days of the week. And I did that for about 2 months. So we did that. I did a movie in Connecticut, and then I jumped on this commercial thing that I got going on right now. And very last minute, I was supposed to be on something else. It was supposed to be a second unit in New York for, I think this production was happening in LA, some Christmas movie. So right now, hi, see today. So right now they are like shooting a ton of second units in New York because everyone wants their like, oh, Christmas in New York type stuff. So there's a bunch of second unit stuff happening there, and they're from all different types of countries. Like Canada is coming in, people from LA. Hi, floppy dish. And then I have like there's like, I think there was a project from Colombia coming in, from Mexico. So everything right now in New York is like crazy busy, and everything is so busy like the week before Christmas, or like I think like the 20th starts the week of Christmas. So like the week before that, there's everything's shooting a whole bunch of stuff. Hi, Simplified Filming. I feel like I see you guys in the comments too. I mean, see today, I forget your real name, but I know your do we all wear masks? Oh yeah, yeah. So on all the stuff since the pandemic happened, we have to wear masks no matter what. The only people who are not allowed to wear masks are talent when they're on set, or if they have to rehearse with the masks off, or stand-ins when they have to be in front of the camera to kind of for lighting for the director of photography. So yeah, masks all day long for sure. Um, so the it's really really busy in New York, and it's really great. So in January, I think. Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Your name is Anthony. Perfect. That's good to know because I don't think I ever knew your real name. So good to meet you, Anthony. Hi, Toma. Where's everyone from? I have no idea where everyone's from. I kind of love that people are like saying hi. I love it. I love it when people say hi. Do you guys listen to? I'm really really big on podcasts, and I there's this one podcast lore, and there's like an Amazon show, or whatever. But he always says at the end of his podcast, and he goes, "Say hi." I like it when people say hi. I wish I could just steal that. I love it. um, so yeah, it's really really Montana. I'm hi Rich. So yeah, super busy in New York, and I think what's happening now, it's kind of like and tell me wherever you guys are from and wherever like the film community where you guys are from, but like right now, and I've posted on my Facebook a lot about this, where there's too much filming, where like people cannot staff their shows. Like I have problems staffing my shows. I get asked all the time for, PAs. Do you have any PAs for this? Do you have anyone available? And like all my trainees for the Beyond Film School training program, like they are staffed, they are working. I can't even hire them myself. I mean, they're doing great too. So if anyone from Beyond Film School is ever watching this, I'm so proud of them, and they're just like they're totally rocking it. So like everyone is so booked up, and it's happening all over, where it's like busy. It's so busy in New York, it's so busy in Toronto, it's so busy in California. It's like happening like in crazy, like it's so much happening in Europe. And I have no idea if Toma, I don't know what the film community is like over in France for you, but like is it the same over there? Is it too much shooting for you, where like people are just kind of like hiring anybody they can, like off the street? And like literally that was happening in Atlanta when I was down there, that there's so much happening in Atlanta, Georgia, where there were just taking anybody they could to be a PA, or like, anyone that could do grip and electric, or like quick, like let's learn on the job because we need the hands, because there's so much shooting. I feel like I'm a little behind. We are lucky enough to not have to wear any masks here in Perth. Wow, I mean, Australia, you guys definitely have like a different situation, because you had people who complied, like, and did the things they had to do to make sure that this thing went away. But obviously, half of the United States is like, no, you can't make me wear a mask. And I don't want to get political. I don't want to get into this, but we have such like rebellious state of mind and a mindset that's just like, oh, we're not going to do what you tell me to do. And it's very, very annoying. And even I can say that I'm super rebellious, seriously super rebellious, but like I'm going to wear my mask. So yeah, God bless you don't have to wear any masks, or you don't have to have any of those restrictions, because I can't wait till I don't have to wear a mask, so I can like wear my glasses again, can look like a normal person. Oh my God, you're from New Jersey. Where in New Jersey are you from, Calvin? Because I actually live in New Jersey. Um, you're having Anthony, I'm having a new short film being written up at the moment. That's amazing. How long is your short film? Question, what's the best way to find an agent? Oh God, I don't have an agent. Calvin, I do not have an agent. Although all the jobs that I get as a first, all the jobs I get, anything on set, I do not have an agent. You can. Some people recommend an agent to you. Like if I talk to other firsts, like if I am fairly talented, or they think that they can make money off of me, someone will refer their agent to me. That happens sometimes. Or you can, reach out to agents. Like some people are like people are looking for all kinds of stuff. I don't have an agent, so if that's that's not like answering your question, but I mean, like I'm trying. But I have heard of like different ways of getting an agent. And also I've heard of, I know of a DGA first AD who he doesn't have an agent, and he's been a first for like 20 years. So, and he gets consistent work. Let's see. Where am I? I have no studio in like Melbourne, Sydney, so it's a lot harder to make films. Oh, I did want to. actually have visited Australia, and I went all the way down to Tasmania, all the way up to I think Airlie Beach, and I was not able to make it to Perth, but I always wanted to go there, so I've not made it there. But I'm sorry, this is like a sidetrack for me, but yeah, I definitely 100%. I definitely believe that it's definitely harder for you to make films in Perth for sure. Uh, where's the how many cases here? That's amazing. At the moment, it's between 30 to 45 minutes. What do you plan to do with your short film, Anthony? Because 30 minutes for a short film is like a suburban area in. Oh, dude, I feel like I'm right next door to you. Like we're gonna become friends, Catlin. I'm just letting you know. We're gonna be like, cause like that's literally like where I live. um, we should get like a film networking thing. I should invite you when I do my Beyond Film School networking, film networking. Montana is the fourth most. This is true. Everyone goes Montana. Like they, yo, you guys got a lot of stuff. I actually know of someone. I think he. I think it was only like 4 weeks, but I know of a feature that I was supposed to do a feature film out there in Montana, and I turned it down because it wasn't enough money, and it was like bare bone. Not that it wasn't enough money. I probably could have did it. I mean, it was better than a PA rate, but I didn't really want to go to Montana for 3 weeks with like no PAs helping me. It was just like me and the first in like on a ranch. So I actually was supposed to go and shoot in Montana, but I was like, no, thank you. I'm sure Montana is lovely. I haven't been to Montana. I'm pretty sure it's great. And it's getting, or yeah, hopefully get some interest for funding for the feature. So wait, how much are you spending, Anthony, on your short film, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, yeah, what's your budget for your short film? Because I feel like you really should be like doing some bare bones type stuff, like like hardly any money. Proof of concept. My own short film slice, which is happening if it was. Oh, that's really awesome, dude. You're wheeling and dealing, Anthony. That's amazing. That's like good. I got like God bless you filmmakers, because I couldn't be the producer and the director and like the sole person like pushing a project, that's for sure. Like I help people do that, I help people make their movies, but I can't. I mean that hustle is so hard. I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about all the work. I was talking about all the work in everywhere, basically all over the world. Yo, thanks for like being on this chat with y'all. I'm actually trying to make a film for my town's theater. Since July, I actually don't have our times writing. Yo, that's amazing. I just want to get people to help with it so it can be finished quick as possible. Yo, tap into those Facebook groups, man. People are always willing to help you for free if you're not trying to pay anybody. I'm just saying, people want that experience. Um, Yo, I don't even know where people get this type of money to make short films. This is amazing. So congrats. Just got my first. Oh my God, Esther! I feel like we've been in the comments for a while. I'm so happy you're on this chat. I'm so happy you're on this video with me. That's great. Congratulations. How did it go on your first day? You see, I've made feature films here in Montana, and yes, it is beautiful. My second feature film really showcases the real. Oh my God, I have not been to so many states in that area, and I definitely want to hit up Montana. That'd be the type of place where would like to like blog with like the lovely sky and the mountains and the rains behind me. But it's like it's super beautiful over there. I was kind of blown away when I was in Arizona and Utah in that area. I know it's south and it's not Montana, but like either way, like over like anything past Mississippi, I'm totally like in awe of. Anthony, don't come to the States, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't come to the States. It's not worth it. Everyone's selling you a pipe dream. Everyone that wants to come here, once you get here, it's not as fun as you think it is. Oh, well, okay. So, okay, I want details, Esther. I want all the details. It went really well, as we're talking about Esther's first day as a PA. What was the thing that you worked on? Okay, she's saying it went really well, very stressful, but fun. That is like my day every day in a nutshell. I think your first day. Okay, my first day as a PA. I don't even remember I think it was like a commercial. Gosh, it was such. I mean, I feel like I've been in this business for a very, very long time now. That my first day, I don't remember. I remember I was like a camera assistant. I believe it was like a wine company. It was like a commercial for a wine company or like a distributor or something like that. And I think I was like a grip slash camera PA or something, but I did get paid, I think, $50 for that day, but that was a long, 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 long time ago. I remember just being like, what do I do? How do I help? Like, where do you have to, like, where do I fill in that type of stuff? And I feel like that's always like a PA's, what are like, where do I not misstep, or where do I not be in the way type of thing. Yeah, no, visas for the US are very, very hard to get. This is a fact. I think I mentioned to you before about possibly have you lived on my series called, oh yeah, 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 dude. So you did ask me about interviewing, and I think that I get back to you. I think this might have been in the midst of me finishing a project, and I was like, I don't know when, kind of like when I'll be able to do it, but I have two people in line I have to schedule interviews for, so you're definitely on the list. Um, so yeah, I will definitely. I think come January, I will have hopefully more time off. Hopefully, I don't get booked for a little while, and then we can figure out when I can be on your channel. Um, Cyprian? So I have no idea if I'm saying your name right. I am so sorry. I'm beginner in filmmaking, and I want to ask you if it's better to write my own script than shoot it, or it's better to start filming other people's scripts. So I feel like, in all honesty, if you have a friend that's a writer and you want to be a filmmaker, that's fine. Do it. But if you don't have someone that you have immediately at your disposal to, shoot whatever they write, then you would write something yourself. So it's not a matter of like what's better or what's worse or whatever. It's a matter of like, what things do you have? What resources can you get? What do you have at your disposal to make something happen and to make something, get to screen? So it's not necessarily about whether it's better. It's just like, what options do you have? I hope that answers your question, but I will say, as a director, it is useful to have something you've written yourself, and it is also useful to direct something that is not yours, because it you are not totally in the brain of your own vision. So when someone else writes something and you have to direct it, you have to tap into like what they're seeing versus what you're seeing for the project. So if you are, directing or trying to make someone else's, it's very, very different mentally and creatively, because a writer will come across, some type of way in his style or her style, and then a director will take it and add their spin and their style to it. So I think it is very, very useful to do both in at least your experience. It's not a matter of better, it's different, and like it's just all around. I think you should do both, but to start out, just use whatever options you have in front of you. A horror. Okay, so we're back to Esther and her first day as a PA. It was a horror short, and it looks like it's going to be amazing. I hope so, because it's really, really hard to make good horror. Just saying. Hi, Braun Studios. um, let's see, what happened to the contest you did in 2020? So I had a few people who did the short film, and I wish I have other trophies for when I do another short film contest, and I sent them a trophy. It was a team in London who won, so they got like their gift cards. They won. They actually like I picked them to win, and then they were voted most what was it, like best film. So it was like a team. I think I can probably find it. It's on like my Instagram story somewhere. I can probably pull up and save. But yeah, so it was a team from London that won. They actually did really, really good. I was really surprised with what people did. So yeah, so someone did win, and it was on my Facebook. I think I posted the winners on my Instagram and Facebook. I get my script. Yo, Anthony has like, I feel like Anthony's like wheeling and dealing over here. He's like, I get my scripts written for me, excuse me. As I don't know how to write a script, I produce them. That's good. At least you know where your strengths lie, and that's really great. So I will add to that. That is knowing where your strengths lie and where your weaknesses are, that is perfect. Because it's like, if I'm not a writer, I'm not going to force myself to write, because then it's not going to be good. If you know, like for me, for example, like I am logistics, I can make something happen, I can get everybody ready, I can run a smooth set, I can make people like, I can make the morale on set go amazing. That's why I'm a first AD. Now, can I write? I can, but I don't want to. And can I direct? Probably not my strong suit, because I don't really like working with actors. That's my secret. I don't like working with actors. So why would I be a director if I don't like working with actors? That doesn't make sense. um, Yo, my hair. I can't, like, my bangs are like, they keep like freaking out. Let's see. With Slice, I bought the script. Oh, that's cool. That I support your buying the script of a friend, because some people would just like take it and make it and that's it, and they would just be like, okay, thanks friend for writing this thing for me, and never give them anything for it. So I really, really appreciate that you did that for your friend. It was a short film. I think I will stick to producing. Yeah, I think that producers make magic happen. And I know some people say that about me as an AD. Some people are like, oh my God, assistant directors have a really hard job. And I think that producers have a hard job. I do not want to produce in any form, any shape, or I don't want to produce at all. That people are like, yeah, but that's like the next step after AD. And I'm like, it's not necessarily the next step. I like being on set. That's I mean, I like being on set. I don't want to be in the office, and I don't want to put out, multiple fires, dealing with like equipment and liability and like location permits, and like, if the actor, doesn't want to sign his contract or something great, like all the producing things and money and things, and dealing with people's art, complaints about producers. I just, God bless them, because I couldn't be one. I don't want to be one. Let's see. Greetings from hi Jack. Greetings from Bowling Green, Ohio. G&E is sporadic here in Ohio. Everyone keeps telling me to up my rates, but the market here for many narrative films is low to no budget. Well, why is everyone telling you to up your rates then if the work is not there to up your rates? I guess, is that a strange question? I feel like that might be a strange question. I feel like I want to get more into that, Jack. I want to know more about this. I want to know more. We should talk more about that. Okay, so yes, Anthony, you are right. I have actors like around me all the time, but I'm not telling them how to perform. Okay, I tell them when they need to be on set, what we're doing, and when we're doing it. That's about it. Like, I tell them when they should be here, what the shot is, whatever. Like, I do deal with them a lot as an AD, and like, but I'm not the one saying, okay, this should be that. And then, like, I'm not trying to, like, there's like an emotional connection, and there's an emotional, I will say, not a barrier, but an element. Yeah, there's an emotional element to acting and to directing. And I feel like I am just not empathetic enough. I am not compassionate enough. And I'm just not in tune with my emotions enough to like be a director and to, guide actors. Sorry, that's you. I'm like revealing a lot. I feel like this is honestly going live as like therapy at this point. Sorry. Prabal. Oh my gosh, I hate mispronouncing names. I wish I could hear someone say the name. First time. Oh, good. First time watching. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Also, yeah, thank you for just watching. I love it. I love this conversation. I'm always on set, as our sets and budgets here are so small. I stay put on all the way through. That's good. I am happy to have producers on set, but not all the time. That's me as a first. Because it's like, I feel like, it depends on the relationship with me and the producer, obviously, but I feel like if you're on set, I feel like there might be something else you need to do. But I know that there are producers who are creative producers, where they're going to be at the monitor, making sure that they're pleased with what they're seeing. So I get that. So it's not, I'm not like knocking it, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like, if it's a creative producer and they're on set, if it's a line producer or UPM, I'd be like, wait, why are you on set? You're not normally supposed to be here, because there's other things you should be doing behind the scenes and worrying about the next day, or handling any crises that are happening, like, I have no idea are happening, Let's see. Oh, bye, Esther. Thank you so much, Esther. Telling me I'm amazing. Thank you so much. What is the percentage of union movies you are working on? Oh my God. Let's see. Um, Most of the stuff I do is union, to be honest. If I'm okay, so I just want to be clear on where I'm falling. So right now I'm in the process. I've been in the process of submitting my book to the DGA. Okay, let's get into this DGA book for a second. I am technically in the DGA because I am allowed to work in the DGA on the affirmative action provision that only is in New York, right? So I am allowed to work on union sets as an AD, as a second AD. I'm not allowed to do first AD work on a union set, but I am a first AD on non-union and, indie projects like commercials, music videos, narrative, all kinds of stuff. So I can be a first on non-union stuff, movies, short films, web series, whatever, right? I can be a second on union stuff right now. So I have been compiling. I can probably just show you guys on video right now. I can grab my DGA book because it's like in my closet and I have to like revise it and stuff like that. If you guys want to see what a DGA book looks like, I can show you if anyone wants to see it. So I am in the process of like making a video. So I have filmed myself putting my book together. I have I did time lapse, and I'm writing this video to show people, PAs and people who are trying to get into the Directors Guild of America, how they go from PA to AD and how they do and they put their book together, and it's very, very tedious process. So that I'm hoping it's not my next video because it'll take a while before it's completely done because I have not completely gone through the process. So I did my first day as a DJ AD a couple weeks ago, and it's been a long road, but it's only because the UPM and the first AD were like, yes, let's bump her up, and then I got a couple more days as a second AD on the union movie I was working on. So. Oh, okay, girl. Okay, you want to see this DJ book? You guys are going to see it. It's multiple books. It's 3 different books. But the the video I am trying to compile and write it's a very, very complicated process. And so here's the thing. So technically, I'm not a member, but I am a member. If that doesn't make sense, it's not supposed to make sense because everything dealing with the DGA, Directors Guild of America, is super complicated. So I was sent a contract. I got called from the office in LA, and then they were like, "Are you allowed to work?" And I was like, "I guess. I don't know. You tell me." And then they told me I was allowed to work, but I still have to submit my book, which is 600 days or more. But I have to at least have 600 days, qualifying days, which involves your call sheets, PRs, pay stubs. Oh, the Canadians trying. We're gonna get to that. I feel like I'm falling behind on these questions, but we're gonna get to that. And like you need proof of payment of some sort, like either a pay stub or the actual check that they gave you. So it is very, very tedious, and I wanted to make sure that there was a video out there because there is no video on it. I found a gap in the information out there. You have to call someone and you have to get all the things said to you, and it's a very, very long process. So I wanted to, even if this video will probably not get viewed by a lot of people, I know it's going to help so many PAs trying to put their book together that get no advice. They're not getting any advice whatsoever on how to put it together. I was like, I got to make this video because I have done this sort of stuff since the beginning. I have made the videos as I'm learning something and I know it's going to help somebody. I have to make it. So like I've kind of been obsessing over that video that I haven't fully finished yet or even like fully written, but it's like compiling a lot of stuff. So if anyone has any video ideas or things they want to see, I will definitely take your ideas in consideration, and maybe you might see that video on my channel. But I'm going to grab those books to show you what exactly it's all about. So hang tight. Okay, so this is, that's my name. Hey, so this is, it has to be labeled like this. Your name has to be on the side. It has to have what book number it is, and can see all the tabs. So this is one of 3 of the books that I have. Like, I don't know if you can see sort of some of this. I'll try to like, so the colored paper, this is really like weird that I'm doing this, but like there's a colored sheet that has a tab, and that tab has to say what the name of the project is, right? Then you have a contact sheet for that project. And then you have either maybe like your call sheets, right? Your call sheets. And then after that, you're going to have another colored piece of paper. Like literally these are the guidelines that the DJA people told me that I had to do it this way. And then you, while still in the same project tab, you have a different color, but then you divide it up with like your pay stub stuff. And that continues on and on and on. So, and then you have a bunch of stuff. Like it's all like, oh, also you have to highlight your name. So on every call sheet, you have to highlight your name there. Make sure that it's out and you can actually see. It's very, very, very annoying. And also there's also like, on top of like the contact sheet for every project, there is a contact list. So this is like, there is a contact sheet for each project, and that has like producers, directors, what did you do on it, and how many days did you work, and what are you providing? So, and then there's like a contact sheet where it has like all the things that are listed. I can actually probably bring that too. So here is the other, this is like my book 1. Wait, we can see it? We can see it, there we go. But there is this thing. There's like a whole other, like for example, you can see you have to write out all your projects on that too. So it's a lot of different stuff, and it's very, very, it takes hours to put the stuff together. It's like hole punching, organizing, make sure everything is in a row, make sure there's no duplicates, making sure that your name's on everything, making sure you have all the pay stubs for the things you worked on. So like, if you want to be a DGA AD, you got to make sure, you have to make sure that you save every last piece of information, call sheets, PRs, if you can get them, if you can get the PRs. But if your name's not on a call sheet, you have to provide a PR, a production report, to prove that you were there, which I don't know why. I don't know why your pay stub doesn't prove that you were there, because whatever. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to complain about it, but either way, I'm almost there. All right, so I have a few questions that I didn't get to. Let's see. It's the same when I was involved in the casting. Okay, so I have to put side feels that actors are friends and try to pick the best. That's really hard. So casting, like jumping back to like me not really liking, working with actors, but that is true, because people get their feelings hurt when you're like, you're not a good actor. You don't want to say that to your friends. I have a friend who is an actor, and every time I see one of his things, I don't want to offend him, but I'm like, I know he wants to be an actor, and he's kind of like, he's not that good. He's not the worst. But like, he's not that great either. So I'm just like, who am I? I'm not telling that to my friend. Let's see. Do you have advice for Canadians trying to enter the U.S. in the film industry? So here's the thing is, if you're trying to work in the U.S., they're very, very strict about employment authorization. Like, say you come here and you work on an indie project. If they want to pay you cash, working, off the books, you can do that. Depends on how big the indie project is, obviously. If you, found a company that it can sponsor you, that is extremely difficult. So I don't have a lot of advice for anyone trying to come to the country and then work, because I know I had a couple students who one was here on a student visa, and her student visa expired, so now she's trying to get a work permit. I had another one who was waiting for employment authorization, and that was, I think she finally got it almost. It took about a year, a little less than a year, because I just got her on a job this December. She starts I believe. Oh no, I think she did her first prep day today. Actually, I should probably reach out to be like, oh my god, how'd it go? So yeah, that was Vanessa. So she's trying to, make sure that she gets work because she finally got authorized to work. So it is like very very long process. Just I wish I had better advice. It's immigration, customs, work permits, residency, green cards. It is such a long process, and I feel for anyone who's trying to do that. Um, and thanks so much, Anthony. Thanks so much for my little $10 donation. Okay, I provide 110% on set. Everyone says that, Jack. Okay, everyone says that. Since my rates have been readjusted to more in line with similar gaffers, folks are no longer interested. Union work has not realistically been happening here in. Okay, yeah. So I can understand that. So here's the thing: is I think you've reached the point of like knowing your worth, and I think that the work's gonna come to you, especially if you are getting a better reputation. Like, I mean, I don't know how big your increase was, but like for example, like I was asked to do a feature film that was supposed to start I think about next week, and they were like, oh my god, we got your number from so and so producer, oh my god, we would really love to work with you. Ooh, super excited to work with you, Amber. Ooh, to be at first. Oh, the director needs to work with a female. We think that he would work best with a female, which I found very weird to say. We can tap into that later, but I found that was very weird to say. But they asked me to do this feature film. It was a director from Iraq, I believe. I think yes, and they were like super excited to work with me. They sent me the day out of days, which was an actor schedule, and they sent me the schedule for the whole movie. They sent me the script, and they kept sending me all this emails and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, what do you think? What do you think of the schedule?" And blah, 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 blah. And then I read about 2 to 3 pages of the beginning of the script. I read about 2 to 3 pages at the end of the script because here's the thing: if you're not going to pay me, we're not talking about prep days yet. I'm not reading your whole script. I'm not going to spend 2 hours of my time reading your script if we haven't thought about payment or had a deal memo or whatever. So this is what I was waiting for. No one threw out a number. No one threw out a day rate. And I was like, hey guys, what's the day rate on this? Like, what are you trying to pay your first AD? Didn't get an email. So I took some other work. I took other work. And I was like, oh, this seems like a really good, the gig that I'm on now that I said yes to. It was really, really good work. And I'm like, what? So they finally called me the day after. I gave it a whole 24 hours when I was like weighing my options and stuff. And then I got on the phone with her and she was like, hey, Amber. Like, first of all, her tone is like really kind of like seemed like apprehensive, a little hesitant to tell me because she knew what I wanted to know. She knew, and she's like, "Well, this is going to be a really good project. It's kind of like a passion project." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Okay." First of all, it took her at least 10 minutes to even approach the day rate stuff, and she's like, "Well, just so you know, we are, every head of the department is getting the same thing," and I was like, "Okay." We're all getting the same thing, so what is it? And she's like, so we're offering everyone 2 10/12. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't do it. Like literally was like, that's a PA rate, and based off what I read, this is a very ambitious film. You need an experienced first AD, and for that amount of money, I will not be stressed for that type of day that you're about to set up for us. I'm not going to work for that little money. And she was like, oh, is there any way, we'll give you credit? And I'm like, first of all, I'm going to be a first on your movie, so I'm going to get credit, like, regardless. So I don't really, she kind of like was trying to talk to somebody. Hey, Dave. She was trying to talk to someone that didn't know how to negotiate and didn't know what they were talking about. And I told her, I was like, hey, what I could do is I can probably recommend someone to you that's just about to bump up to PA to AD because you're not going to get an experience first for that rate. And she was like, yeah, but is there any way that we can like bridge that gap? And I was like, no, I can't work for that small rate. Sorry. And saying no is really, really great sometimes when you have certain projects like that. So Jack, I feel your pain that you're not you feel like you're not getting hired because you have a higher rate, which it could be the case that no one can afford you. It does happen. But I feel like knowing your worth and knowing like you do good work, I feel like if you stick it out, like, also sometimes I do take the day rate into consideration when it comes to the project. Now, the feature film that I turned down, they had an airplane in it. Okay, they had a hospital in it. They had a lot of scenes where the car is zipping through traffic and you're on the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff like that. So like they had a lot of very ambitious stuff. Like getting an airplane or anywhere in an airplane or in an airport is very, very hard. Just in general, okay? Now, the hospital stuff, that is super, super hard because right now with the pandemic, no one is letting you shoot in a hospital. Not even like clinics. Like, no one, no, it's like very, 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 very difficult to get a permit for anything that remotely even looks like a hospital. You have to make your own. Like, you have to set up your own set and make it, which is going to cost a lot of money, production design wise. So, I mean, I do can take things like that into consideration. Like on the thing I am taking now, I took a slightly lower rate, but when I considered how long my days were going to be, how easy my, let's see, call sheets were going to be to make, or, how, first of all, it kind of stemmed from my conversation with the UPM because she was very, very, very easy to talk to, and she understood how an AD brain works. So that was like a number one thing for me. It's like, how are my relationships on set going to go? So, I mean, if it's a 2-day or 3-day thing and it's like you're in and out, okay, yeah, I'll work for a lower rate. But otherwise, I'm like, I'm not going to work for a low rate. I'm sorry. Like, I'm too experienced for you now, sweetie. But yeah, you can do that. I support you, Jack. I really do. Um, Pennsylvania too. Oh, Buffalo? Yo, wait. So yeah, I'm originally from Buffalo, and they are getting a lot more film work up there. But I will say, even if they had more film work there, still wouldn't move back. Sorry, Buffalo. Sorry. Do you make your own films or just work on others? Anthony, I do not make my own films. I tried one time right out of college. I did a short film, but then I moved to Los Angeles, and then I came back to Buffalo, wanted to shoot the rest of this short film. Then my actor broke his collarbone, so I was not able to finish this movie, and I never went back to it. It was like this crazy, like, guy who was insane. It was like one of those psychological thriller things that involved zombies. It was pretty cool, but also I did not finish it. I think once I found my stride with being an AD, I have always just kind of worked on stuff being an AD. I just like being an AD. I don't. Some people are like, "What is wrong with you?" And I think people have a hard time like looking at me when I tell them like, "Yeah, I want to be a first. I want to, be a union first," and they're just like, "But you don't want to be a producer? You want to be a director?" I'm good. Good for now. Like at least it might change in the future, but I have no desire to be a producer or a director. So I kind of like where I'm sitting because it's every project that I do is different, and everything that I work on, there's like different challenges and stuff. So like right now, I still feel challenged, and I don't feel like I'm not bored yet. You know what I mean? I'm not bored yet. Is movie magic for caveman? I mean, too old today? Any suggestions on deconstructing tools? Movie magic? Are you talking about movie magic scheduler? Because that is the industry standard still. Just letting you know, it's still we all use it. All ADs still use the scheduling that format, that program. Um, Thank you so much. Okay, I've been doing this for 43 minutes. I can't believe this. This is crazy. The first 5 minutes were excruciatingly painful, and now I've gotten this far. I do want to tell folks, whoever watched this on replay, and I want to tell people in the chat that I am doing a resume workshop on Sunday. And I will say that some people that have to make film resumes, it sucks. And film resumes are very, very different than regular resumes. And I recently did I was a guest speaker in my college. Okay, college I graduated from. I don't know how to say it properly. The college I graduated from invited me back to talk to a class of students. I was a guest speaker in that. And I told everyone, I gave them my email, and I was like, thanks, Anthony. I gave them my email, and then I told them, I was like, if you're ever in New York, reach out to me, let me know. I can probably get you on set in New York. So I was like, open invitation to everyone in that class was like, let me know. Because I got to talk to a lot of people. Everyone asked such great questions. I was really impressed with the class. And then one did email me. She's like, hey, I actually am moving to New York. We should meet up, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, great. So, and then she sent me her resume. So she sent me her resume and it was 2 pages long, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I gave her notes. She did not ask me for notes, but I gave her notes anyways on her resume. So just people who are getting out of college, people who are like trying to write resumes, I just have like literally no idea how to do it for film. So yeah, if you know anyone who's trying to like, get their resume tip top for the new year, like, I am your woman, just saying. That's happening on Sunday. So I'm doing it this weekend, and I should actually be doing my PowerPoint for that now because I am not done with it. So I'm like, I feel like I'm a little unprepared, but those things always make me nervous, but then it's always really fun in the end. So, oh my God. Any last questions? Anyone else have anything else for me? God, this has been great. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm ending here, guys. Um, Happy to talk to everybody. This has really, really been great. Maybe I'll go live again because I don't know. I just don't know the next time I'm gonna put a video up. I'm sorry to let everyone down, but that is all I got for now. I shall see everyone. Hopefully, maybe next week. I don't know. Hopefully.